Hello and welcome to QRT News on Quảng Nam Radio and Television. I'm Vương and let's take a look at the headlines.
The inauguration of the Japanese covered bridge conservation project. The 20th Hoi-An Japan Cultural Change. The Charm Island Season of Red Parasol Flower Festival 2024.
Continuing to mark the 20th anniversary of the Hoi-An Japan Cultural Exchange event, Hoi-An City recently held the inauguration ceremony for the restoration project of the Kyukao, Japanese covered bridge, Lai Vĩnh. This structure is a significant symbol of history, culture, artistic architecture, and international exchange in Hoi-An commercial port city. Representatives from the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Vietnam National Commission for UNESCO, the Department of Cultural Heritage, Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, the Japanese Agency for Cultural Affairs, the Special Ambassador of Vietnam Japan, the Japanese Embassy in Vietnam, the Consulate General of Japan in Da Nang, the JICA Japan Office in Hanoi, the Sumitomo Foundation of Japan, the UNESCO Office in Hanoi. Representatives from Japanese organizations and individuals participate in the 20th Hoi-An Japan Cultural Exchange Festival, as well as delegates from Quảng Nam Province and Hoi-An City attended this event.
The Japanese covered bridge monument has existed for 400 years. Despite being cherished and carefully preserved by generations of Hoi-An residents, the harsh effects of natural conditions and time have inevitably caused damage. Since its construction until the late 20th century, Kyukao has been restored at least 7 times in 1763, 1817, 1875, 1915, 1962, 1986, and 1996. However, due to limitations in technical condition and various other factors, the recent restorations have not fundamentally addressed the causes of the monument's deterioration. Therefore, the restoration of the Japanese covered bridge continues to be an urgent matter. After more than 19 months of restoration work, by the end of July 2024, the restorations of the Japanese covered bridge was completed in a methodical and scientific manner, preserving the original elements while ensuring the long-term stability of the structure. This met the expectations of the people and admirers of this particularly valuable architectural work. Notably, nearly 60% of the wood volume, nearly 30% of the tiles, 80% of the old plates, 20% of the stone foundations components, and 35% of the decorative roof ridge animal were preserved and repositioned at the monument after restoration. The restoration process of the Japanese covered bridge has been compiled, edited, and published by the Hoi-An Center for Cultural Heritage Management and Preservation under the title Restoration of the Japanese Covered Bridge, and was released during the inaugurations of August 3, 2024. This activity aims to provide managers, scientists, experts, visitors from near and far, and Hoi-An residents with a detailed and thorough understanding of the restoration process of the Japanese covered bridge. It also serves as an important archival database for current and future generations in the management, preservation, and promotion of the Japanese covered bridge monument.
As part of the series of activities for the 20th Hoi-An Japan Cultural Exchange events in 2024, the People's Committee of Hoi-An City recently received the Japanese covered bridge model, one of the symbols of Hoi-An Japan friendship. Presented by the International Cultural Institute, Juhua Women's University.
The Japanese covered bridge model is created at a scale of 1 per ton compared to the original structure, with overall dimensions of 2 meters in width, 1.6 meters in depth, and 0.7 meters in height. The entire model is made from Japanese pine wood, which is both common and valuable. Despite the small scale of the model, the Japanese covered bridge structure features complex designs and intricate architectural details and carvings. With passion, enthusiasm, and creativity, the Japanese artisans have created a unique work of art that accurately and comprehensively replicate the overall architectural and detailed structural elements of the Japanese covered bridge. Every aspect is precise, technically sharp, and of high artistic value. Additionally, the model is designed and crafted with removable layers at certain positions, allowing viewers to see the internal details and structures, thereby gaining a better understanding of the Japanese covered bridge's distinctive architecture. Furthermore, the model can be easily disassembled and reassembled, facilitating its transport and long-term maintenance.
Recently, at An Hội Sculpture Garden in Hoi An City, the 20th Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange 2024 took place. The event was attended by Mr. Ta Văn Ha, Deputy Chairman of the National Assembly's Committee for Culture and Education, National Assembly Representative for Quảng Nam Province, Mr. Mori Takero, Consul General of Japan in Da Nang, representatives of the UNESCO office in Hanoi, and leaders of various localities, organizations, and Japanese enterprises. Mr. Lê Văn Dũng, Chairman of the People's Committee of Quảng Nam Province, Mr. Lê Trí Thanh, Chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Front of Quảng Nam Province, and members of the Provincial Party Committee, Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Council, and representatives of various provincial departments also attended this cultural event.
The Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange event is held annually in August in Hoi An City to strengthen the friendship and expand cooperation between Hoi An and Japan, promoting Hoi An's world cultural heritage to both domestic and international friends, with the aim of continuing the traditional exchanges that have existed for hundreds of years. The 20th Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange further demonstrated the friendly solidarity between the two countries, the lasting friendships and future-oriented cooperation between Hoi An, Vietnam, and Japan. Through events, the programs are meticulously invested, embodying both traditional and modern characteristics performed by Vietnamese and Japanese artists and artisans. Many activities have become distinctive tourism products. This year's event includes many new and unique programs and activities with various cultural colors. Particularly, on this occasion, the city of Hoi An organized the inauguration ceremony of the Japanese Covered Bridge Restoration Project, a significant example of cooperation in cultural heritage preservation and a bridge of friendships between Vietnam and Japan. Taking place from August the 2nd to the 4th, 2024, in the Old Quarter and Hoi An Park, besides cultural, artistic, and sport activities that affirm their value in previous years, the Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange included many rich and unique activities such as Japanese dolls, exhibition at the Japanese Cultural House, and dialogue with ukiyo-e painting exhibition. The exhibition will open from July 27 to August the 1st, allowing local and tourists to appreciate the unique blend of traditional cultures with aesthetics and contemporary inspiration to create highly creative work. The Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange event, held for the 20th time, has reflected the significant meaning of the cooperation and special diplomatic relationships between Hoi An and Japanese organizations and individuals. It was an occasion to introduce and honor traditional cultures, enhance mutual understanding, and affirm the strong relationship between the two countries. I believe that the respect and preservation of history is the motivation for the cultural exchange event between Vietnam and Japan to be held 20 consecutive times. This is also the common desire of both Japan and Hoi An, Vietnam. One of the noteworthy events is the Hoi An and Japan cultural exchange, cultural connection journey, and the performance of the opera Princess Anio. This was a love story from about 400 years ago between Araki Sotaro, a merchant from Nagasaki, and Princess Ngọc Hoa of the Nguyen dynasty. Their love story has served as a bridge of friendship between Japan and Vietnam from the past to present and future. Continuing the historical journey of over 400 years, the relationship between Japan and Hoi An today has always inherited and cultivated through cooperation activities in various fields established between Hoi An and Japanese organizations and localities. The Hoi An Japan Cultural Exchange is a special cultural and artistic activity held annually and continuously since 2003. After 20 times, it has left many deep impressions, increasingly attracting the interest and support of many localities, organizations, and individuals in Japan and Vietnam. The successful organization of the event over the years have contributed to enhancing mutual understanding, strengthening the close and meaningful relationship between the people of the two countries, and conveying a message of enduring friendships, overcoming difficulties, and looking to the bright future.
Recently, the Quảng Nam Association for Victims of Agent Orange Dioxin donated 20 wheelchairs to victims of Agent Orange, funded by overseas Vietnamese in Switzerland. The event was attended by Mr. Lê Văn Dũng, chairman of the Provincial People's Committee.
In his speech at the event, Chairman Lê Văn Dũng expressed his heartfelt gratitude to the Vietnamese community in Switzerland for their compassion towards Quảng Nam, contributing to alleviating the suffering caused by Asian origins. He highlighted that these gifts are very meaningful to those disabled by dioxin. In recent times, the province of Quảng Nam has shown considerable concern for people with disability in general, especially those affected by dioxin. However, these efforts have not yet fully met the victims' needs. Mr. Lê Văn Dũng hoped that the Quảng Nam Association for Victims of Asian Origin Dioxin would take on more responsibility in connecting with benefactors and local authorities to help alleviate the suffering of Asian origin victims, enabling them to live happier in the future.
The Cham Island Season of Red Parasol Flower Festival 2024 has officially commenced from August the 5th to August the 11th, 2024. The event aimed to recreate the cultural beauty and distinctive sports activity of the island's residents to introduce them to domestic and international visitors.
Hundreds of tourists have been recorded visiting and experiencing the activities in the Cham Island Season of Red Parasol Flower Festival 2024. Besides experiencing the island's unique tourism activities, visitors also visited photo exhibition and the Parasol Flower Garden, exhibition of products and demonstrations of the traditional craft of parasol tree hammock weaving, and the market with Cham Island specialty island delicacies. In recent years, Cham Island has become more known for its nickname, Island of Parasol Flowers. This place has also been chosen as the main theme for the annual festival, carrying the missions of promoting the island's landscape, biodiversity from forests to seas, associated with the unique indigenous cultures and sustainable lifestyle of Cham Island residents to visitors. Within the framework of the event, a ceremony to receive the title of National Intangible Cultural Heritage for the traditional craft of parasol tree hammock weaving took place. This was considered a well-deserved honor for the artisans who have preserved the craft for decades.
And that's all for now. Thanks for watching English news of Quảng Nam Radio and Television. Please stay updated with the latest news by following us on social media and visiting our website, QRT.vn. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.